G'day, Steeler Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation Australia, and happy Friday. It is my Saturday morning, early here in Australia. So let's get into some news and notes. This episode, there is so much going on. I just want to cover 3 or 4 or 5 things that's happening with our Steelers. Look, it's a big game, by the way. It's a huge game. And also tomorrow, I might do a live stream talking about Kenny Pickett and Trevor Lawrence and those two, like their 2 careers, their quarterback careers, stuff like that. So I might look into that. Here's the thumbnail for tomorrow. Kenny versus Trevor. Of course, they don't play each other, but during the live stream, I might look over, who's the better quarterback at this time in their career. Because those guys are going to get compared quite a bit because they're both young quarterbacks. And, everyone always compares Kenny Pickett to the Trevor style, the things he's been through the last few years. So we'll do that tomorrow. But let's look at some news, all right? So let's start off with this. Nick Farabaugh is a local bloke over there in Pittsburgh media, says Darius Rush, Luke Barco, both confirmed they have received some first-team reps today. They're both preparing to play against the Jaguars amid some cornerback injuries. Now, at the very end of the episode, we'll get into those injuries because there are like 3 players who might be out or they're still questionable at this time with about 2 or 3 days to go. So these are the 2 blokes that they're going to possibly maybe starting, which would be kind of crazy. Darius Rush, he's the rookie that we got picked up from a practice squad off the Chiefs squad. And Luke Barco, he's the other bloke who came from the XFL. I believe he was on the San Antonio Brahmas, Heinz World team over there. So they've been on our practice squad. And if they get called up, you know what? I'm kind of excited. I'm excited to see them both play. I don't care who it is. If it's a fresh face out there, my apologies, a fresh face out there, I'm good to go. I watched a bit of Luke Barco with the Brahmas. He's a pretty good cornerback, right? Pretty fast, pretty nifty. Not an outstanding cornerback out there, not one of the big names, but who cares, man? I'm keen to see black and gold Steelers play. So it could be Rush, could be Barco out there too. Right, next news item I want to bring up is TJ Watt. I can't stop talking about TJ Watt. The guy's fantastic. And I saw this little image the other day. I think the NFL shared it. So the NFL has been giving a lot of love to Myles Garrett, but we love our TJ Watt. It says here, TJ Watt is the only player since Lawrence Taylor with 70-plus sacks, 7-plus interceptions over the first 7 seasons since sacks became official in 1982. The guy's fantastic. He's unbelievable. You go to his stats. He's got 349 tackles, sacks 85.5, forced fumbles he has 25, fumble recoveries he has 10, interceptions 7 as it says there. He has pass deflections 43, stuff yards, which means like behind the line of scrimmage at 54 tackles there, and he has 1 return for a TD. Like TJ Watt is in the absolute prime of his career, and it's really good football to watch. Like number 90 out there, getting the pick, going almost all the way back, taking the fumble to the house. His sacks that he gets on people. He didn't get any last week. He got 0 last week, but hopefully he bounces back and they move him around a little bit and they get him to Trevor Lawrence and that quarterback back there and see what happens. Heinz Field, man, Acrisure Stadium with those little terrible towers are gonna go off. And look, side note. When Trevor Lawrence said that, he didn't mean any haste behind it, any hate. Didn't mean too much, but he still disrespected the terrible towel a tiny bit. Called him little terrible towels, but it's not massive. TJ Watt doesn't need that, mojo behind that. He just goes out there and gets the job done. Next one. Although there is a bit of trash talk that I saw. This is from Steelers Network. Jaguars safety Rayshawn Jenkins yesterday on George Pickens. Happened a few days ago. He says, I know that receiver we have coming in this week. Number 14, he has high yards per catch, but respectively, he has not played our cornerbacks yet, so I'll say that. Yeah, kind of trash talk, trying to trash talk, not really, not too much though. George Pickens says, today on Jags defense, with their team having a lot of first-round picks on the D-line, that D-line, that's when they depend a lot. They kind of a hope defense. Hope that the guys hold up long enough. It's kind of a hope defense. Is that trash talk again? Kinda. So I expect, though, George Pickens to have a big game. I'm saying like 9 receptions, maybe 110 yards, 120, 1 TD. I want to see George go off. Next one. We have here Brooke Pryor says, oh man, I am stuffing my words up today. but we carry on. Brooke Pryor says here, Steelers have opened the 21-day practice window for defensive tackle Cameron Hayward, who's been on IR since week 1. So we probably won't see Cameron Hayward play in this game today or the next few days. But hopefully he's good by next week or the week after. You get him ready for the Titans or you get him ready for Green Bay. But he'll be definitely ready for the Ohio games with Cleveland and the Bengals. So when Cam comes back, look out, man. This whole team can get even better, right? And the last one I want to bring up is the injury report. So we had Deontay Johnson, who's got a hamstring, full practice. Joey Porter was limited. McFarland, knee, full. They still need to. They need to find room. If McFarland comes back into the team, they got to cut someone. So it might be the running back, Goodwin, Iwabuke. He might be cut. So they've got to find room for him. Levi Wallace, a foot. James Pierre did not play. So those are the 3 guys I'll talk about in just a minute. Cole Holcomb, Nate Herbig, full. TJ Watt, limited. He should be fine, hopefully. Hopefully he's good to go. Cameron Hayward, full, but he won't be activated yet. And Larry Ogunjobi, he's there every week. Larry Ogunjobi is there every week. He's always there. But back to these guys here. We have number 24, 29, 42. James Pierre is excellent. I like him, by the way. A lot of people don't really like James Pierre. I like James Pierre. I like the way that he plays teams. I think he does a really good role with Miles Boykin on the other side. He runs down the punt coverage as a gunner. He does a good job there. He can tackle hard. I know he gets burnt sometimes in coverage, but I like him as a teamer. And it says here that he's going to be questionable. So we don't know if he'll be playing on Sunday. Now, the other 2 that are questionable are Joey Porter Jr. and Levi Wallace, right? So if Joey's out and Levi's out, could we see these blokes come up? You might have Darius Rush and Luke Barco. So that is one thing to watch. The Steelers could be without their teamer in Pierre. They could be without their second cornerback, Levi Wallace. And I understand that Steelers fans aren't too happy with his play right now, but still as depth-wise, they could be without Levi Wallace. If he's gone, someone's got to step up and make plays. But the big news out of all this, I think, is number 24, Joey Porter, with a calf injury, is questionable. So will he play? If he's out, there's like 3 players from your secondary cornerbacks that other guys got to fill in, like Rush, who we just got from the practice squad, who's been elevated, and Luke Barco, who was getting first-team reps. So if those 3 blokes are out, look out for Luke Barco, Rush, Peterson, Minka, Kazi, Neal to man that secondary, and hopefully that our pass rush with TJ, Herbig, and Highsmith can have a day to slow them down and make some plays. Because we don't want to see Trevor Lawrence out there go 350, 400 yards and tear us apart. I hope that this, if there's a hope, if George Pickens talks about a hope defense, I hope that our defense can get to Trevor quick enough so that they can force fumbles and force turnovers and just get, bit of pressure on Lawrence, right? Make it a game where it is a one-score game. We don't want to see another blowout victory like the Texans or the Niners, right? The Steelers should be able to man up and be ready for this game because I believe Coach Tom will have them ready after a back-to-back win with Ravens, Rams, and now Jaguars coming into our house. But it's a very tough task. Very tough task. The Jaguars are 5-2. We're 4-2. If the Steelers win this one, that will show the NFL what we're made of. And the Steelers go 5-2. And I think would even be like the 3rd seed or maybe the 2nd seed, depending how the other games play out. But to look at this, Joey Porter, Levi Wallace, and James Pierre are 3 names we've got to look out for over the next few days to see if they will be out for the game. And then, depending if these blokes step up with Darius Rush and Luke Barco. I have all faith in Steeler Nation and this team, they can win this game. And I talked the other day, I think I gave a score of 24-19. I'm going to go back to, I think the Steelers win this game 19-16. I think we see field goals. I think we see defense. I think we see both teams try and stop the run as well. So I'm going to go back to not 24-19, but 19 Steelers and 16 Jaguars. Anyways, guys, that's my time for today. Thank you guys for checking out Steelers Nation Australia. I apologize for all the stuff ups and this and whatever, right? But I'm super excited, man. I'm really excited for this team. I'm excited for this Steelers team to get better every week. Hopefully that the Matt Canada fire can start, to lessen. Like he's there till the end of the year. We got to go with it. Mike Tomlin's there to the end of the year. We have to go with it. Kenny Pickett is getting better every week. He played a good game last week. I'm keen to see DJ get more reps, and hopefully DJ can get a TD this week. Najee and Warren, keep feeding them a ball. Dan Moore will be starting still. I hopefully see Dan Moore there, and then Isaac Ciamalo run amok. There's some good positive things about this team going back through, from the offseason. We're also hyped up. The Steelers are 4-2. Like, let's be honest. If they win this game, that's going to show the NFL something that I don't care if they win by 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. I don't care. If they win this game, it's going to show the NFL and other NFL teams to not mess with the Steelers because they're always in the game. They go 5-2. They're 5, 6, 7 wins away from a chance to go to the playoffs. Anyways, guys, I'll see you later.